everybody. I apologize if the camera's a little close. I'm working with limited space and room. But welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about House of the Dragon, of course. Episode 6, y'all. So I'm sorry I'm behind. I really did not realize, like, exactly how behind I was, but we're back nonetheless. So we are in the final week. By the time that you're watching this, it's the final week of House of the Dragon. Pardon me, by this point I do still need to watch episode 7 and 8, but we're here, we're gonna get it done. So let's just jump right in. All right, episode 6, Small Folk. All right, so we opened the episode with the Lannisters. One of the Lannisters, I don't know who it is, there, you know, he sends a raven to Aemond because they want Vhagar's help or guidance or protection or whatever the case, and Aemond is pissed. He does not like that at all. And then, you know, we get to the council. Now the thing is about Aemond is he is so, I mean, he just wants this so bad, right? Like, we see that he's been waiting for this moment his whole life because he feels like he deserved it over his brother. So at this point, he's doing what he wants to do. He's not listening to nobody. He's got his plans. He's got his ideas. And that's that, just that on that. He kicks Alicent from the council. He's like, look, mother, I'm tired of, he kicks her ass out. So that's just that on that. So she says something about his childhood in this moment. She grabs his face and, you know, says, oh, this whatever from your young days is still bothering you. Which I guess we knew. I think he just feels like, yeah, he clearly feels like he's been overlooked and he wants to prove himself for the throne. He feels like he deserves it and all of these things, which is, you know, I can't say that's not true because he probably definitely deserves it over Aegon, but still. But you know what's crazy? The cockiness that Aemond has is really annoying to me because, don't get me wrong, you know, when you are of regal blood or from a highborn family or whatever the case may be, you get the opportunity to learn things, read books, study the histories, practice battle, but he has never been in a battle. So the fact that he is just so cocky and so ready to go, knowing damn well he's never been in a war, at least again in the TV show version, is like crazy annoying to me. Like, bro, when it comes time to really get on the battlefield, are you actually prepared like you think you are? Because I feel like, of course, like everybody else, you are doing too much hiding behind Vhagar. Like, you are way too in the mindset that Vhagar is going to save you from everything. Which only, I think, adds to the idea that him and Daemon, honestly, too, are two sides of the same coin. So at this point, we go back to Dragonstone. We see that Lord Coelis, whatever, the Sea Snake, that's what I'm going to call him, Lord Sea Snake, puts on the pin. He's accepted to be the hand of the queen. And as we saw in the previous episode, we see that Rhaenyra brings up the idea of anybody with a little bit of Targaryen blood or whatever the case may be, maybe could be some more dragon riders. So we'll see how that, we see how that went, but we'll get there. So we see Daemon is still in Harrenhal, going through it, going crazy. He sees his brother in the throne room, you know, but this time it's very emotional. This is the most emotional we've seen Daemon. I mean, full-blown tears. He's crying. He was crying a lot through the whole episode, I feel like. So it just feels like for Damon, all the stuff that he just always makes seem like he pretends doesn't bother him or whatever the case may be, it's clear it's bothering him. These insecurities that he has, these final moments with his brother, moments he never got with his mother, all these resentment things that he's feeling clearly towards Rhaenyra, all of these things he's having to confront in Harrenhal. But I feel like whenever he gets out of these illusions or these dreams or whatever they are for him, he's still very much denying the truth for himself, and he's just really suffering for it. So I don't know. He's just lost his mind. He's confused. He goes up to, the head of House Strong. He got a knife to his chin. It's just a lot going on for Damon. He going through it. Now the fact that the witch, because him and the witch have a conversation, the fact that the witch even has to still tell him that the crown is a burden, you know what I'm saying? The thing is that I feel like we forget is how old all of these people really are. Rhaenyra and Alicent are in their 30s. This nigga Damon is in his fucking 50s. Like, bro, like, if you don't know by now that having the crown is not, or it shouldn't be, just some type of reward system or some prize or whatever the fuck for you to be able to just do what you want to do and have some type of power, if you don't know that by now, then I don't know what to tell you. I have a note here that says I just want more information about the dragons and, bonding to their riders. I find it interesting. I just find that whole thing very interesting. So then we get to the point that whoever the man is, I didn't catch his name, but they go to the dragon pit or in the dragon garage and they try to get him to bond with Sea Smoke. Now this is what pissed me off. It was hilarious, don't get me wrong, but this is what pissed me off. Sea Smoke faked these people out. Now if he didn't really give a damn about whoever homeboy was, that's fine. I thought he was gonna roar, chase him away, be like, man, you crazy. Like, no. He put his neck out to make it seem like, come on, bro, hop on. Let's ride off to the sunset. This man talk about some, I've done it. I've done it. Which means these dragons really are very intelligent, clearly. But you really faked these people out. Like, you was like, yes, let's take a ride. Only to jug at the last moment and burn this man alive. That's crazy. That was crazy. I don't know why we get back to the small folk in King's Landing and they keep saying that Rhaenyra denied her seat at the throne. Or that's not true. Clearly that's what they're getting told, that because I don't think Rhaenyra ever did that. So I'm very confused why everybody keeps saying that. But anyway, okay, y'all, sorry. Mysaria is her name. Mysaria is right. The people are not gonna be, they're not happy, they're hungry, they're going through something, and Aemon needs to care about that, but he's just focused on, he's too war-minded. And of course that's going to be his downfall, because like I said before, he's just so damn cocky, and he does not know, like most people, doesn't know as much as he think he does. Then we see that Rhaena and the babies are going to Pentos. But Mysaria had a great idea to send food and things that everybody needed in King's Landing. Now, of course, everybody's tone has changed. That's why a lot of times, I hate to say it, I don't really care about the common people too much, just because they don't really know what's going on. They just want to serve whoever is in their best interest, which I guess that makes sense. But as soon as they saw that damn food, now it's the true queen, the true heir. Like, get the fuck out of here. She was always the true heir. Then we see Alicent trying to go back and forth between the brother and Sir Christian Cole. I don't know what her fascination with this man is. He has disrespected you. multiple times on multiple occasions, but that's neither here nor there. But she talks to her brother, who seems very annoyed, and asks about her youngest son, and she, you know, he says that he's kind and he's good, and you know, she has a little reflective moment, like clearly, you know, the mother wasn't bad. That's great. I love that for Allison, that now she's like, you know, it probably was because of me. And girl, it probably was, but it's too late now. So the reflection it's late. It's late. They go to light a candle. Allison and Helena, they go to light a candle. They go to pray. Okay, here's my problem with that. The townspeople starting to cut up. And these fucking people are sitting here talking about some damn, we gotta go right now. Why the hell wouldn't you keep them in there? You should have just kept them in there. You trying to get them out. It's terrible. The whole transition was terrible. Allison gets hit with shit in her face. This man, the guard, cuts off somebody's hand. It was crazy. The whole thing was fucking crazy. I just literally don't get why you wouldn't just keep them where they're at until everything calms down. Like, that does not make any sense for me. And to be honest too, if we're in some type of time of war or whatever the fuck, truth be told, there would really be no leaving the damn castle. So I don't know. Now then we get, we're here at Aegon. He's in the bed, half burnt. And then Sir Laris, I think it is. The last one from House Strong is talking to him about something. And it's just so crazy to me, because I really would be like, bro, I've got open cuts and sores and wounds of my body open, and you over here trying to talk to me about something. Leave me alone. It was just crazy, because my thing is, even if you are trying to tell Aegon, you know, you need your mind to be sharp, or, you know, Aemond is plotting against you, whatever the case, what the fuck can he do about it now? He cannot even move. He can't talk. He can't really do much of anything. So even if that was the case, that you want to start to get in his head, right, as of right now, it's kind of pointless. He can't do shit about it. He cannot do nothing about it. So I don't understand. We see Daemon, we get right back with Daemon losing more of his damn mind. Okay, so now we get the chase scene with Sea Smoke and one of the sea snake's children. And it's hilarious because Sea Smoke hits the craziest fucking U-turn. He hits the craziest U-turn to go get that young man. He decided who he wanted. The fact that he even knew to do that was crazy. But what I've been seeing online is, apparently once, you know, the bond has been broken, i.e. the rider dies, or whoever has to die in order for the dragon to take another rider. They don't mention that. They just say Sir Laenor is missing. I don't know if that's the riders, or they're just deciding not to kill Sir Laenor off. I don't know what the deal is with that, but that's unfortunate. If Sir Laenor is dead, that you know, which I figured we probably would not see his ass ever again, but still. You know, then we get to Rhaenyra just having, you know, she's just been very vulnerable, very open, like, I don't think I'm gonna win this fucking war. And, you know, she says, even my own son doubts me. Now, truth be told, I don't think Jace doubts her as much as he's worried, rightfully so. I think he worries for his mother. I think he does worry about the war. And, you know, he wants to advance. He I think, is bright enough to understand, like, okay, things are not really in our favor, and we got to do something about that. And I understand that. But I think it's sweet how much she does value his opinion, and she wants him to respect her, look up to her, you know, and think that she's doing a good job, which I do think he does think those things, but naturally he's growing restless, as anybody would. So it's a tough situation. And then of course we get to the kiss with Rhaenyra and Mysteria. It's Mysteria. Now the thing is, I think Rhaenyra is longing for some companionship. I didn't think that deeply into the kiss. I thought it was sweet. Excuse me, whatever the case. But I think it's just longing, companionships, having somebody really by your side, being that ear and that shoulder to lean on, as much as just wanting an escape. But let me talk to the homophobes real quick. Y'all are psychos. First of all, if you're homophobic, you shouldn't even be here. But of all the crazy shit that happened in Westeros, of all the crazy shit that happens in the show and in the world, if you were really concerned with two women kissing on screen and nothing else, then I really don't know what else to tell you. That's just nuts. You really are concerned about the wrong things. The episode was a good episode, despite that shouldn't even be anything you worried about. It's weird. Anyway, but the dude who came in, the guard or whoever, he did not knock. He literally just barged in, and that was crazy. And then, you know, we see Rhaenyra going off on the dragon to go see where the hell Sneak Smoke is at. And I think Jace's biggest issue, going back to him real quick, is I think he just feels like his mom doesn't properly communicate with him, which I could also understand. She just kind of she's doing shit, you know, and I get that she can. She's the queen. She don't answer to nobody. But still, like, damn, like, we're a team, and they're much more family-esque than any other family I've seen. I think Jace now does kind of have the right to be in on some stuff. I think that's important. So, I don't know. But my closing thoughts for this episode is, you know, something is brewing. Something is really cooking up and brewing. My camera is dying, so I gotta wrap this up right on time. Something is definitely brewing, and I'm excited to see where this all leads. So that's that. Those are my thoughts about episode 6. I don't know when episode 7 is coming. I do work this weekend, so y'all just have to bear with me. But we are gonna finish this out strong once and for all. And I'm sad it's coming to an end, but you know how that goes. But anyway, I got some really cool special collabs coming up, so y'all stay tuned for that. And as always, any comments, questions, anything I may have missed, please feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. Share this to all of your other friends and family members who are also into Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, just like we are. Thank you, huge thank you to everybody who has subscribed and been watching the videos. I really, really, really appreciate it. So again, keep subscribing, stick around. We're gonna continue to have fun and do some cool stuff. And I'll see y'all in the next video for episode 7. Peace. And what is today? Today is August 1st. Happy Spider-Man Day.